The Southern Uplands are different in character to many of Scotland's other mountain ranges. While many of the summits are very high, they look more like rolling hills. This is why we've called the middle march of the Southern Upland Way the Big Hills. Almost all of its 75-mile length is proper upland hill walking, including the highest point on the route, which is well over 2,000 feet above sea level. You will traverse 3 different ranges of hills: the Lowther Hills, the Moffat Hills and the Tweedsmuir Hills. Starting from the historic town of Sanquhar, you're immediately climbing up into the Lowther Hills and over the tops to Scotland's highest village, One Head. These hills contain metals including lead and gold. The lead was mined here since Roman times, and the village was built to support the lead mining in the 17th century. You'll walk past the historic beam engine used to drain water from the mines, and if you want you can stop at the museum and go on a tour of the mines. Then it's back to the climbing, this time to the summit of Lowther Hill with its iconic radar station golf ball. At 725 metres, this is the highest point on the Southern Upland Way, with stunning views across Dumfries and Galloway. Here you cross into South Lanarkshire for a few miles of very steep but picturesque hills, leading you to Dare Reservoir. The route then descends to the village of Beatock and a few miles of low farmland, where you can make a diversion to the larger town of Moffat, with its many shops, cafes and pubs if you need to refresh supplies and take some time to recuperate. Then it is on to the Moffat Hills and Ettrick Head, where you cross into the Scottish borders. As you come down from the hills, you get to St Mary's Loch with its monument to James Hogg, the Ettrick shepherd. You will then follow the entire 5-kilometre length of this dramatic loch, before once again climbing to the uplands over to the small village of Traquair, where you can make a short detour to the town of Innerleithen for supplies and recuperation. Once back on the trail, you will be on the final climb up to Minch Moor and the Three Brethren. These cairns were built to mark the meeting point of 3 estates. Today they stand at a summit with panoramic views all around. From here you descend to the town of Galasheils, where you can visit Abbotsford, home of Sir Walter Scott, and see the great tapestry of Scotland before getting your train back home. The Big Hills, the middle march of the Southern Upland Way, has the most climbing of all the 3 marches, the highest point of the Southern Upland Way and some of the most dramatic views anywhere in Scotland. It covers the core of the Southern Uplands that the path is named after, and is the ideal route to get an experience of the wild, remote and breathtaking landscape of southern Scotland.